Hey there, happy Wednesday. Thanks for joining me for a craft night with friends. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for beginners, and I'm here every weeknight, Monday through Friday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and it's a time that we can relax and craft together. So, we are working on the ABC Stitch Along. We are on the letter R, our raccoon, and we are working on giving him a rainbow, like a pastel rainbow tail that we're doing with chain stitch. So that is the plan for tonight. I'm thinking we can get that done. We'll see. All right, let's get stitching, everyone. All right. Oops, sorry about that. Here we go. Okay. So where we left off, we did the purple, and I got all my colors laid out here, and we're just gonna go up from the bottom. And I've been doing, we're doing like a row of forward chain stitch and then reverse chain stitch and then forward and then reverse so that all our stitches go in the same direction. So that's been kind of fun. All right, doesn't look like we have any blue started, so I'm gonna get a fresh piece of blue. Definitely using up our colors here. We're getting to the end of all our little spools. All right, let's tap this end here and we'll pull out our 3 strands. So thanks again, everyone, for joining again. Stitching up this little raccoon baby. It's gonna be really cute, I think, with this rainbow tail. Someone else, oh, I don't know who it was. Let me know if you're here. Someone in the Facebook group stitched it all in black and then did rainbow uh every other ring, and it looked so cute. I'm almost tempted to like add black to it. But I think we'll just stick with this for now and see how it works out. And thanks again, everyone, for your recent orders. We are having our special tonight, and that's if you watch during the live. If you order $20 or more in the shop at penguinandfish.com, I will throw in a free mystery gift for ya. We got a few more of those left, and then we gotta make a whole pile more of them. Anne says he's gonna be so cute. I'm excited for this little dude. They're all turning out so fun. So next week we'll be working on our embroidery of the month, which again is the Granny Square quilt. Man, I was gonna say Granny Square block, and then I accidentally said Granny Square quilt. But the Granny Square embroidery that looks like a crocheted embroidery. I am gonna hopefully finish up my Granny Square quilt though as well. I've been working on some quilt labels for that I'm hoping that I can have all ready to go and share with you guys. So like maybe next week or the week after. But once we finish up the Granny Square embroidery, I'm gonna completely finish up the Granny Square quilt, and we will officially have another project done. So we'll do a little embroidery on the label that I'm working on now, and we'll do it. Oh, Kathy, was it your raccoon with the colorful tail with the black in between? That was so pretty. Catherine on Facebook says I loved the Facebook rainbow with black too. It was just so pretty. Man, black with like all that rainbow is just so nice. All right, so we're doing the chain stitch up here. And we're going to tack it down. There we go. And then I'm going to come up for the next row. So the next row, I'm doing the reverse. So I think this will probably be 4 rows here. Oh, I almost did it in reverse. So I'm going to actually start with my anchor stitch. And then I'm going to come up a stitch away. All right, and then I got to tuck under that little anchor stitch there, and then we're in business, and we're good to go. tighten this up. There we go. All right, and then back in the same hole. There we go. That's our first little baby reverse chain stitch. I'm actually going to swoop from this side because it'll be easier because I don't have any stitches in the way there. It doesn't matter what side you swoop underneath your previous stitch. Doesn't matter one bit. I'm doing it the way where my needle doesn't get caught up in that other row of stitches. And I'm going to get one more down here. Oh yeah, so it was Kathy over on YouTube's Kathy's super duper cute raccoon with the black and rainbow tail. All right, there we go. Coming up again with a forward chain stitch. Right in that hole. And let's get some more floss going here. There we go. And yeah, I think 4 rows will do it on this one. We'll get a reverse coming down the other way. And we'll be good. That's it for this color then. Because we'll be switching to the next rainbowy color. Looks like it's that celery green. And I could have probably gotten away with just doing like 3 rows on all these, like, and on this one, and maybe even 2 rows on these, but I don't know. I think this covers up the stitches a little bit. There won't be much space in between these colorful lines, but maybe that's okay. It'll look fine. All right, and the last one, I'm gonna get that little anchor stitch in. I'm just kind of like fixing up this last chain stitch a little bit. There we go. So a reverse chain stitch again on the way back down. So starting with the anchor stitch. Then get the needle through it. There we are. And 3 more on. Ooh, we had all sorts of weather today. First of all, it was 80 degrees yesterday. It's 47 degrees or something like that now. 44 degrees now. It rained and then it sleeted. So we had like little ice balls falling from the sky for a little bit. Man, and just dark and gloomy too. I saw some poor guy having to run outside in the sleet. That couldn't have been fun. But yeah, all over the place. And man, compared to this weekend was so beautiful and pretty. It was just a mess today. All right, last stitch. There we are. Yeah, so it is a bit crowded, but actually it's kind of cute. I kind of like it like that. Then we just have like a really thin lines in between, and it'll just be like all like really focused on the color. So I'm not mad at that. I do think black in the between here, like a few stitches of black, would be actually really pretty. Really just like one row of black chain stitches in here would really kind of do it. I don't know, Kathy. I might be stealing that idea before the end of the week, because that would just be that it just like sets off that color with the black. So we'll do this first. We'll finish all the color, and then I might sneak in a little row of chain stitches here and there. That's pretty cute. Black chain stitches. All right, next color. We got this little celery green, so kind of this pale green. Let's see if we have any floating around in our stack here. I think this is lime green. Yeah, that's a different green. Yeah, I don't think we have any. Ooh, wait, up here. Oh, didn't we check on this? Wasn't it like the tiniest little weird piece? Yeah, tiniest little weird piece. Okay, no thank you. Ooh, I might. Oh no, I was thinking, oh, I might have to take off the rest of the skein here, but I think we're good right here. Just a little bit left on there. I could have probably taken a little bit bigger piece, but I think we'll be fine. I'm using 3 strands again. 1, 2, 3. This is a very pale green. There's actually a lot of this green in the granny square embroidery that we're doing next week, but it'll be on that white fabric, and I think it'll just pop really nicely off the white. Ooh, Catherine says we had an angry, cool rain last night with lots of lightning, but today turned out to be beautiful and was around 70. Oh, lovely. Oh, the geese are flying though. Yep, that's a sign of fall, that's for sure. Oops, I missed a strand. I looked up and missed a strand. Yep, we've been seeing the geese around too. All right. Oh, Shirley says, I just got here. What stitch are you using? I am doing the chain stitch. But I'm doing it in rows that are next to each other. So I'm doing just like a normal, like forward, like our sort of generic chain stitch going up. And then I'm doing a reverse chain stitch on the way back down. And by doing it reverse on the way back down, all of my stitches are going to end up looking like they're going, like the loops are in the same direction. So it actually looks like knit fabric almost by doing that, which is just kind of a cute look, I think. Oh, first I got to weave, and then I was just going to start stitching. My thread would have just popped all the way through. Suppose I've done that before. 1, 2, 3. When's, so I know someone here knows this. When's like daylight saving time? I feel like that's like on my radar of something that's gonna happen soon, but I don't know when. And I feel like I need to like prepare for it mentally. Oh, when it's dark forever and ever, earlier and earlier in the day. Although we do get an extra hour of sleep. That's always nice. Ooh, this green is so pretty. I like it. This is the celery green. So this looks like I might only need 3 rows again. This is kind of a skinnier little ring. Oh, Catherine says early November. Okay. Ugh, you know that's coming up so fast. Man, whenever Adrian says I think it's after Halloween. Okay, yeah, so that'd be November. Yeah, like always when we're about to start the embroidery of the month, I'm like, "Oh my god, it's the 3rd week of the month already." It's like almost going to be the next month. And I like freak out every time. I just feel like this year has just been zooming by, or this fall at least. I mean, it's going to be freaking winter. Oh, Sunday, November 6th. Okay. Sunday, November 6th. All right. So I got a couple weeks yet. Ooh, I did hear I did hear on TikTok from someone in Ontario who has bees that they said that it's gonna be a mild winter because when it's not a mild winter, like when it's a hefty winter, the bees are way more active and store up way more, whatever their pollen and stuff. And he can like measure or somehow or see how much pollen they have collected or whatever. So when it's gonna be super cold, like possible snow all the way through to like May or something like that, then bees apparently know like 6 months ahead or whatever, according to this guy. Um, and yeah, according to him, the bees weren't gathering as much. So the bees are thinking, it's gonna be warm and nice sooner than May. So I don't know. I'm hoping that's right because it'd be nice to not have a major, long, crazy, stupid winter. That'd be cool. All right, this one I probably could have done 4, but I'm going with 3 still. Like it's a little airy at the bottom here. Like like the fabric is a little bit. Ooh, I might not even have enough floss for this. Ooh. We might just have enough floss. Yeah, we'll have enough. But it's feeling like I don't have a lot. But yeah, I think three works. Okay, I thought, yeah, that's Arlene says daylight saving time is in November, but the federal government will be voting on whether or not this will be the last time we change. I heard about that, like, I feel like a couple months ago already, and I'm like, did that happen or not? Or like, what's going on with that? So that wasn't voted on or anything yet. So if it does happen, then we would, or maybe this hasn't even been decided. So then we wouldn't do the fallback. We would just stay in the realm where it's sunnier later in the evening. I don't know. I thought like schools were against that or someone was against that. I don't know. It was a whole, I remember there being an argument about that when it came up. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right. That's looking pretty cute. I'm digging this rainbow. Oh, Jennifer says, I hope that's true, fellow Minnesotan here. Yeah, I feel like I remember that being talked about, but I'm like, oh, did that happen? So, okay, so so they're still talking about it then. Oh, thanks, Grace. Grace says, Mr. Raccoon is very adorable. Yeah, I just remember, like some of my friends who are parents with school age kids, like complaining about it. Like they wanted it so like the nighttime or like the earlier night one, like the fallback, like what we're gonna get to in November. They were wanting that. Oh, I think it was because then kids were like, because since it falls back, it's lighter in the morning, and then kids would be able to stand at the waiting for the bus earlier, or like in daylight and not the dark, which I suppose that makes sense. But boo, I don't want it like that. I want it sunnier later. But yeah, if we had a whole national like meh, we're not doing that anymore, that'd be fine with me. That'd be totally fine. People can freak out for a year and then everyone will forget about it. Ooh, we got tons of this yellow. Great. So I don't have to pull from the skein, and this is like a nice big piece too. Excellent. All right, so I can bloop that guy out of the way for yellow, and then we're down to 2. Oh, and I think this is the Euro Peach color. I'm going to use that for the nose as well. So once we're done stitching that, I'll pop over to the nose quick, and then we'll do the last color. I still do like the idea of throwing in some black in there, like in these little bits. This one would be like 2 rows probably. I don't know. We'll think about that yet. Hello. Jennifer, if you're still on here, did it sleet by you today? I'm near, I'm like by the Twin Cities. We had a little sleet happening today, and we're like, ugh, cars are out, hopefully. Hopefully this doesn't turn into full-blown hail, but just a pile of sleet. Got loud in the house, though, for a little bit. All right. Popping up here. It is, where are we at? It is 5:52 here. I'm Central Time. Okay. Starting right here. This looks like, I don't know, maybe we can get this in 3 rows like we did this one. We only have like the really fat one here. These look like they could even be 2 rows, but that one was a pretty skinny one and we did in 3, so I don't know. Those ones might be 3 as well. Oh, Central, oh, Mille Lacs area. Oh, you didn't see any by you. Oh, it's 8:52 there, so you're in Central Time too. Lay. Yeah, it I feel like it sleeted for quite some time too. I mean, a lot of times it's just there for a few seconds and gone, but we got a bunch of little pellets on the ground. That was crazy. It's like, oh, this is wintry feeling. They're not quite snowflakes, but it's getting there. Linda says black would make the colors pop. Yeah, I think so too. Kathy in YouTube here, she was the one that posted in the Facebook group with the black in between the colors, and it just looks so good. I want to do that. Oh, it's in the future in the afternoon. Over by Nolene in East Coast Australia. Future is here. All right. Let's do our reverse. I'm gonna come fix this little last guy there, shape him up a little bit more. All right. So now I'm doing the reverse chain stitch again. And again, I'm doing the reverse, like forward chain stitch up and then reverse down just to get all of my stitches in the same direction. So then it kind of looks like knitting. Otherwise, the loops would be reversed. Like the loops, like the teardrop shapes would go up this way, and then the teardrop shapes would go down this way. Oh, thank you. My life. It's actually 2 bracelets. It's kind of all wrapped. Gosh, it is really tangled. These are some husbandy presents. Oh gosh, it's really super tangled. Get that figured guy. There we go. My 2 little bracelets. These are the ones that I leave on. Because they're too hard to take off. They're too hard to take deal with the little clasp to take off. So thanks, Dan. Will I do black or gray? I was thinking about that, Catherine, because we do have gray for the outline. So gray would look kind of neat in here too, but I don't know. We have the black here, and it might be nice to like bring in that black here too, so our eyes are kind of like jumping back and forth between, back and forth across the raccoon a little bit. And I think when we make the nose color that orange, I think that'll like bring our eye back and forth too, like to his face and back to his tail. Like our eye will be kind of jumping around, which theoretically keeps our interest on the page without our eyes wanting to jump away. Oh, Jennifer says, oh boy, yeah, I'm so not ready for winter. Kind of glad I didn't see it. I know, that's why I'm like, oh my god, October is like almost done. After October, it's like winter. So, ugh. I'm freaking out a little bit too about the weather. And yesterday it was 80 degrees, and it was so beautiful. It was a little windy, which, was fine. But, if it wasn't windy and it was 80, that would have been like the best freaking day. Like the last, but it really did feel like this is it. This is our last day. Last day. Oh man, and with all these weather changes, like from cold to warm, our leaves have been changing like mad. Like we have an oak tree in our front yard. Um, and you know what? I don't know. Should I do it? I think I might do. Should I do one more coming down? I think I'm gonna do 4 rows here. I'm gonna squeeze. Oh, nah, we're doing 3. Never mind. But like we have an oak tree in our front yard, and that's usually the last thing to change color. The oak tree. Like everything else is even, fallen leaves and everything in the neighborhood, but our oak tree is still just kind of barely turning like a like russet brown color. It went from like just a teeny bit of color to our whole entire tree like in a day. So that was weird because I'm used to that not changing quite yet. So it's been weird. Ooh, Amy says it's supposed to rain for 2 days there. Oh, so blew the leaves in a pile. Yeah, I was afraid with it being so windy yesterday and kind of and raining and windy today that like the neighborhood would just lose all its trees. Kind of like what happens to the poor lilacs in the spring, where it's just there and then they're gone because of one windy rain. Oh, we totally didn't need 4 rows here. The three are working just fine. Good. So yellow is done. Yeah, Jennifer's like, yeah, I mean, winter would be okay if it didn't last until April. Exactly. That's the scary part. Definitely. All right, weave in the end here. Yeah, let's just hope that Canadian beekeeper was accurate. I'm putting all my faith in the Ontario beekeeper that his bees are not prepping too hard for winter. I'm going with that. That was some good news when I saw that TikTok. He's spreading the good word there. All right. Ooh, I gotta see a photo today of my mom. My mom and dad are visiting the new baby. My brother and his wife. The now what, like 13, 14-year-old or day-old baby. I got they posted a picture of mom holding the baby, and dad said she was just holding the baby all afternoon. So that's nice. Little Lincoln. And it was such a cute picture seeing her hold just the teeny tiny baby. I'm glad we got to go see him last weekend because he's just never going to be that small ever again. We'll see them again like Thanksgiving time, but that's like a whole month. It's going to be a big baby then. So I'm glad I got a record of him being that small. Little baby. All right. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the color I'm gonna do the nose as well, I think. Although pink might be cute for the nose, but I do like this orange. Maybe we should do pink. I don't know, I'm not sure. We will deal with that after I get these rows done. All right. Oh, forgot to weave in the end again. I was just gonna start stitching. Getting ahead of myself. Okay. Got a little blob of stitches there. Oh, Arlene says it would not surprise me that with all the sophisticated technology that bees are probably the better predictors. Yeah, wouldn't surprise me either. There's a beekeeper guy, or I don't know. At least it's we've seen the hives on walks, but by my parents' house, and I don't know. We should get talking to him and be like, uh, ask him if he's seen them collect more pollen or less pollen or something this fall. That'd be a closer to home indicator. Oh, thanks, Noeline. Noeline says, congratulations, welcome, baby Lincoln. Yes, he's such a cute little baby. He was the cutest, sweetest little thing for sure. Just the gentlest, cutest little squishy baby. I think. I was saying the other day, like, I had just seen photos and he just seemed like, he doesn't cry. He's just like looking sweet all the time and just gentle and mild and all that in the photos. And I was like, we'll see if that's like real life. But I am still unchanged. I still think he's just he just seemed like super chill and I don't know, all those things. So my impression after meeting him in person has not changed whatsoever, and he's just even cuter and squishier and sweeter. It was nice. That's the first bebe in the family. Auntie Alyssa or Aunt Alyssa suits you. That's nice, Noeline. I don't know, it might be Auntie. I think my cousins, they always say Auntie, whoever, and Uncle. Kind of doing big stitches here. This one's getting a little crazy, but we're gonna stick with it. I'm doing a big, huge orange stitch here. Maybe I'll try and correct it a little in the next row. Probably a little bit bigger than I would like. I should have done like 4 maybe. Maybe I'll do 4 up. So this one will be a little, this ring's gonna be a little goofy, but no one's gonna know. Because I always think that this looks like really pinky, this orange, but man, when you put it next to all these other colors, it is really reading as orange, I feel like. Oh, did I, Arlene's asking if I noticed that he favors one parent more than the other. I mean, he seemed super chill to everyone. So, I wouldn't be able to tell. He just was napping and cute and sweet. There we go. We ended up doing 3, but for some reason they're spaced out nice around that row. All right, there we go. And one more. Oh, wait, let's jump over and do the nose. I'm gonna weave this in though. I'm not gonna like jump over. We're gonna start fresh over there. So let's weave in this end and then we'll weave it in over near the nose. Oh, favor one or the other in looks. I don't know. That's what's been interesting. I haven't decided. I'm unclear on the looks quite yet. He definitely has, I think, Justin, my brother's nose. But I don't know. I almost think that he might have like my mom's eyes a little bit. But I'm not positive. Like the only thing I'm sure about it is the nose. I told Justin. Yeah, I'm gonna start lower here. I told, or maybe I'll weave into his mouth here. I'm going back to the leg. I told Justin that it's almost as if his skull is the same shape as yours. Like the structure is the same, but the features on top of the structure is different. So I'm thinking maybe the features on top of the structure are more Melanie's, my sister-in-law. So it's kind of, except for the nose. So it's TBD is what it is as far as looks. All right, we're gonna sand stitch this guy, and I'm just gonna start from where this black row ends to this black row. I think that'd be a good first place. And then I'm just going to go to one side, stitch that in. Okay, I already like this orange nose. It's cute. And then I'll hop over to the other side. Actually, doing a horizontal sand stitch would have maybe worked a little bit better, but we're getting it this way too. It works both ways. Not quite sure how Justin felt about that theory of that structure was his, and then other people's features on top. Mel's features on top of his base structure. All right, let's get one more stitch in there. Okay, but see, you can already, I feel like visually your eye kind of jumps from the color to the color like a little bit, so it keeps us kind of looking and interested in the raccoon is the idea with that. There we go. That's cute. Little teeny pop of color. All right, let's weave in that end, and we are officially done with this color. We haven't really decided what to do for the letters yet. Oh yeah, Grace says here on Long Island, we watch the squirrel activity. They've been running around like crazy collecting food for winter. Not a good sign. Ooh, they've actually been they've been going a bit crazy here too, but I don't know. I feel like they do that every year, but our winter is always, you know, cold and wintry every year too, so I don't know. They have been busy though, that's for sure. All right. I'm gonna do this, and oh, I think we have some pink in here. And I might actually end it a little bit early tonight, so I might just go, is this 3 strands? I might just go till we finish this pink, and then tomorrow we can decide what to do for the letters, and then we can like come back and decide if we want to put the black in here too. Might have to get another skein if I do that. Okay, there is 4 in here. I'm gonna take one out. There we go. Now we're down to 3 strands. Last color. All right, and we'll do this one probably 3 rows too. It'll look like this first row. Checking them on the right side. Uh-oh. Puzzle. Ooh, puzzle attached itself. All right. Last color. This is cute. This is the perfect, this is a good suggestion. I forget who suggested this, but this is the perfect suggestion for the raccoon guy. Just the rings fit perfectly for a little rainbow. I'm kind of glad we did these chain stitches too instead of the satin stitch, just because I didn't want to do all that satin stitch. So this worked out. What color was used in the cues? Oh, so here's letter Q. Here's our quail, and we actually, Arlene, I don't know if you were here for the quail, but we added a little baby quail to it. We sketched him out, sketched out some designs for him, and then traced him on. I actually posted it in the Penguin and Fish Crafters group. If anyone wanted to print and trace it and add it to their character, but we just basically stuck to the colors in the design pretty much. We did the teddy bear brown, and then we did the Euro peach for all the orange here, and then the cues we did the dark green, which is fresh basil, and then I think this is the celery on the inside. So, and we just did it like some seed stitches, like his belly here. Oh yeah, we did a little turkey work. Gave him a little mohawk for the little baby. So that's how he turned out. So he was much less colorful than this guy. So if they're next to each other, I don't know. Let me get my grid out. Here's my grid. Oh yeah, so Q and R will be next to each other. So the S's kind of start the new row. So S will be seahorse when we get that far. That'll be beginning of November. So we only work on this project the first and second week of the month. Next week we'll be stitching the embroidery of the month, and then we'll have a free week. And the free week this month, I am hoping to embroider a quilt label for my granny square quilt, and that project will be donezo. I actually already have it washed and everything. It's technically done, but it doesn't have a label yet, so it needs its label. Then it's official. So I got to figure out before then, like, what would go on this label. Maybe we'll talk about that next week a little bit. I never know what to do on the label. Like, I got to find when we started that quilt. Jenna was thinking we started that like that was like a COVID quilt, the granny square quilt. I just totally don't remember it all. It's all a blur. So we'll have to look at the YouTube videos and see when the first one was for that. Probably forever ago. We'll see. But yeah, so I'm hoping that project will be done too. Oh, this pink is pretty. All right, and then one more row on the way back up. The black in the middle would be pretty, but I don't know. This is looking okay this way too. Depends if we want to be a little bolder, I think putting black in between. Or even the gray. It'd still be pretty. We'll maybe decide that tomorrow. Maybe we can do a little test. And then we gotta decide what to do for these letter R's too. We could just outline them in chain stitch, kind of like how his eyes are just like the mask is just outlined. That would be maybe just interesting just like that. And not fill them in. All right, little rainbow tail. It's so sweet. It is kind of nice, just light and pastel like this. But man, I do like the idea of putting the black in between. We'll see. We'll sit on this for a day. Ooh. There we go. A little tangled up in there. Cute from the back too. All right. Lots of pink scrap left. All right, there he is, looking cute. All right, and I think that's probably where we'll call it a day today. We'll decide on if we want to add more to that tail tomorrow. I think it still would be cute with some black in between. I don't even have much black out here. I'd have to get a whole new skein because I would definitely use up what we have. But, you know, if I'm just putting a little bit in here, I mean, that's pretty bold. That would be pretty cute, like that black in between. Although, I don't know, maybe maybe the colors pop enough on the white. Like maybe having the light in between keeps the whole thing lighter in this case. I don't know, I think it'd both be kind of cute. We'll have to think about that. So, all right. Okay, you guys. All right, I'm gonna call it there for the evening. So here we go. Oh, it's cute, just a little bit of color on the tail. I think that was a fun idea. So I forget who said that on maybe it was you, Amy, on YouTube, but that was a fun idea. I really like how that turned out. So yeah, so tomorrow we'll make a final decision on if we add more to that tail. We'll figure out what to do with that letter R and maybe get this whole feller done. That'd be nice, because then on Friday we can start like prepping these pieces for quilting maybe. So, all right, you guys, have a lovely rest of your evening. I will let the live, that special, the order $20 or more in the shop, and I'll throw in a free mystery gift. I'll let that go for another 15 minutes or so. And I will see you tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, everyone. Have a lovely evening. Good night.